start using this mic. I hope it serves its purpose. It gives me something to do with my hands, which is nice. I hope you like the choice of lighting, even though below the eye lighting is supposed to be very unattractive, and it's usually hard to pull off, so I don't know why I chose to go with it, but I am telling a very spooky story. It's the story of the creepy, crawly things that lurk in St. Clair County. And this is not a story I really wish to tell. I find no pleasure in this. I'm not even comfortable with any. I just can't accept it. So I guess we're getting into a little bit of the personal element. I guess the reason why I'm ultimately producing this, and I know at this juncture I haven't shared this with anyone yet. I guess I posted the link. I created a Facebook page and I read it, not for the YouTube. But I haven't shared any of the links, so I haven't been trying to promote it as of yet. I still just wish it weren't so, or wish there was some alternative, but, so, yeah, for the past couple months, I've been approached seemingly randomly, gosh, it's so many times now, and like, the purposes of these, and some of them I don't doubt were truly random, but I know now a lot of them weren't, like, so what's been sort of more or less communicated to me is just over and over again tales of grooming and exploitation, involving just a myriad of local organizations and entities. So what keeps getting brought up is almost every time I'm trying to maybe like 80% of the time, so this has been brought up to me. Nice. That is a huge dossier that is circulating, and it's all verified, third-party, published information, documents, and it's so much and so long, so many people, so many corruption fucking litigations. Like, how many times are you going to be in court for allegations of corruption and sex crimes, child pornography? What is that, contributing delinquency or something, corruption of the youth or something like that? Oh my gosh. Lewd conduct? There's so many of these and they're all on the same theme. And I guess I'm supposed to stay vague. Yeah, I'm supposed to stay vague at this point. Yeah, but I don't really want to redo this, so I'll just go the rest of the entities. This is a shot across the bow. I just would like it to to forget the past if the present and future were to be completely clear of interference, but I know that that's just too generous of an offer. I wish that I could communicate completely and fully what is going on in the area and in my personal life. Now I see why the low light source is bad. It makes you wrinkles on your forehead. Shit. Anyway. Well, that doesn't help either. Oh, shit. I'm a little vain sometimes. Excuse me. I don't even know. I would just appreciate it if, I'm sure now that this will be watched. All I want, well, is stop poisoning people against me. Stop lying about me. Stop exploiting people. Period. I mean, that would be ideal, you know. I mean, most explicit, most especially people within my. I mean, geez, I'd be willing to make that deal right now. Okay. I mean, it's really not in my place to try and be the ethical police. I should have been doing this for my entire life. Because if you guys know context for my history, and really no one does, because the things that I've done, in my past, we completely lost focus. The things that I've done in my past have been, exclusively with the intention of benefiting humanity at large. Since I didn't do any of those things for notoriety or publicity or to be acknowledged for them. And a lot of them were illegal, but I'm convinced that they are the right thing to do. In fact, in all the scenarios, there have been a couple that I've questioned, but even the most contentious ones, I mean, I'm not saying every single thing I've ever done has been for the benefit of humanity, but there have been a lot of things I've committed myself to. A lot. Or maybe someday I'll talk about those things. But the point is, as much as it isn't my place to try and take on something like this because I'm incredibly out-resourced, outnumbered, I'm late to the game. I didn't know we were playing a game like this until very recently, and I didn't know, I could. I have a history of choosing to do things because I feel like they're the right thing to do, and I'm one of the only people that can do them, if not the only person that can do them, because of the circumstances, the proximity, etc., etc. And it's like, at this point, I don't know how long ago, but not quite a while ago, where it's just like, the biggest detriment, the biggest thing that causes me unhappiness, or has historically, has been really the unequitable society at large, the best thing to do with my time is to improve the society at large if I can, because it is in such dire need of improvement. So much so that it causes me a lot of personal stress and anguish, and I know it does to a lot of people. In fact, a lot of these mental disorders really are just something of a natural reaction to the abhorrent realities in our society. But what I'm talking about locally isn't a sort of run-of-the-mill corruption thing that I'm talking about in Port Huron is a very, very uniquely bad corruption thing. Uniquely heinous and uniquely disgusting. I'm begging you, if you are completely aloof on what I'm talking about, please do your due diligence and look into what I'm talking about. And I guess I'm going to continue to leave X. I'm going to start putting videos in the playlist. I start putting links, and I'm going to try and preface everything with a rational and realistic amount of skepticism, in the sense that I'm going to post anything that is in any way. My goal is to just get the truth out there. I have really no agenda. My only agenda is to improve the society, and to get to the truth of the matter is, those are the two things that advantage me the most: is to have a more just society and to have a more accurate representation of what's really going on. Be the record of what has gone on, I suppose. I don't really need anything. I have the skills and the talent and capability. In a just society, I should be able to make a decent living, and I have made decent money, but I'm probably overly generous, I guess. But I value people over money. I don't know. That just seems like so many times in my life I've made the decision that the best thing I could do with the resource that I had would be to give it to someone else because of the circumstances. And there have been a lot of times where my luck has changed really rapidly, and those types of generosities have been, but ultimately my lot in life isn't because of my generosity. I've given a lot. Oh my God, actually, when I think about it, if I would have not given any money away, I guess I would still be living very comfortably. The thing is then I would have sat around and done nothing while hundreds of people that I came to know lost their houses. And I still feel horrible about what happened with Torpa, but I don't feel I did nothing. I know I didn't do nothing. I did a lot. And even though a vast majority of the people that I helped out of foreclosure still lost their homes, I realized that the ramp from homeowner to renter was much more smooth in almost in every case because of my generosity in that specific situation. And I know for a fact that several people did end up being able to weather the storm and keep their homes. But the problem was that the mortgage payments were just, because the mortgages were underwater, they couldn't refinance, and so giving these people the money to pay back their mortgage, even though it was the best thing to do in the short term, because a lot of them weren't able to really refinance it in any way that would have allowed them to have a rational payment. So, the vast majority of those people still lost their houses. It's a harsh reality. I'm sure if I keep doing this for years, you'll learn the whole story. It's past statute of limitations, and I have an amnesty agreement on it, so I'm good, and I can talk about that. But that's not the point. The point is, I need to make these every day, and I really do need help in realizing a more just society. And I'm not talking about an esoterically more equitable society. I'm talking about real egregious injustice, rooting out bad crime that has permeated our local society. I must swear. Alright, whatever. I wonder if YouTube's gonna punish me for that. Hey, like and subscribe.